Hello and welcome back. All right. So, last time we tried the final trials. It didn't go too well. We're going to try it again. And we also went to we also finished off the Faron region, and we started into Central Hyrule and basically did the entire central and lower sections. So all that's left is the hard part. No, 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 no. No! All I had to do was stasis that thing! Been a while since I've seen one of these. Alright, 400 Korok seeds that I haven't been allowed to spend. Now that should be close. There. 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 I didn't closely observe the other pillar. There we go. Oh, come on! It was so close. There we go.
It is said that Hyrule Forest Park began with a single tree planted by the first king and queen of Hyrule. Since then, a tree has been planted each time the throne is succeeded, and now they make up this thriving woodland.
Okay, so here's what the use of the Ancient Bell is. What? It's still arced? Wow, okay. Still, basically a perfectly straight line. I don't have to spend a ton of time trying to figure out what direction to fire. It will get there. Karok Bridge.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
A diamond! Nice. Not what I was looking for, but I'll take it. Tingle's shirt. There was once a man who claimed to be the very reincarnation of a fairy. He treasured the shirt, and so will you. After all, it's a rather rare find. Kalulimpa. Okay. I'll just set this down. I need to sit. There we go. Oh, rusty shield. Okay, fine, whatever. I will absolutely take your rusty shields. They're actually useful. Of all the rusty items, shields are the useful ones, because the rusty shields become of infinite use against a guardian. Yes, Hyrule Castle itself has lots of things. It's going to contribute a huge amount. There's a reason, I want to note. Hyrule Castle is a dungeon. But the reason why none of the other dungeons had any Korok seeds or anything like that in them is because you can only enter them once. And once you finish them, you can't enter them again. Hyrule Castle has no such restriction because because finishing it finishes the whole game. So it is a dungeon, but it also has a huge number of things for me to collect in there.
Beyond the moat bridge lies a prison where those who have committed grave crimes are sent. Ever since I was small, I have been forbidden to cross here.
Hello, I'm Dragon Rider Luke. I'm a Christian streamer, and I'm always up for a friendly chat about my faith. I also think that it's important that people read or hear the Word of God frequently, so the next 5 minutes or so will be a chapter from the Bible. 2 Samuel 3. There was a long war between the house of Saul and the house of David, and David grew stronger and stronger, while the house of Saul became weaker and weaker. And sons were born to David at Hebron. His firstborn was Ammon, of Ahinoam of Jezreel, and his second, Chileab, of Abigail, the widow of Nabal of Carmel, and the third, Absalom, the son of Maacah, the daughter of Talmai, king of Geshur, and the fourth, Adonijah, the son of Haggith, and the fifth, Shephatiah, the son of Abital, and the sixth, Ithram of Eglah, David's wife. These were born to David in Hebron. While there was war between the house of Saul and the house of David, Abner was making himself strong in the house of Saul. Now Saul had a concubine whose name was Rizpah, the daughter of Aiah. And Ishbosheth said to Abner, "Why have you gone into my father's concubine?" Then Abner was very angry over the words of Ishbosheth and said, "Am I a dog's head of Judah? To this day I keep showing steadfast love to the house of Saul your father, to his brothers, and to his friends, and have not given you into the hand of David. And yet you charge me today with a fault concerning a woman. God do so to Abner, and more also, if I do not accomplish for David what the Lord has sworn to him, to transfer the kingdom from the house of Saul and set up the throne of David over Israel and over Judah, from Dan to Beersheba." And Ishbosheth could not answer Abner another word because he feared him. And Abner sent messengers to David on his behalf, saying, "To whom does the land belong? Make your covenant with me, and behold, my hand shall be with you to bring over all Israel to you." And he said, "Good, I will make a covenant with you. But one thing I require of you, that is, you shall not see my face unless you first bring Michal, Saul's daughter, when you come to see my face." Then David sent messengers to Ishbosheth, Saul's son, saying, "Give me my wife Michal, for whom I paid the bridal price of 100 foreskins of the Philistines." And Ishbosheth sent and took her from her husband Paltiel, the son of Laish. But her husband went with her, weeping after her all the way to Bahurim. Then Abner said to him, "Go, return." And he returned. And Abner conferred with the elders of Israel, saying, "For some time past you have been seeking David as king over you. Now then, bring it about. For the Lord has promised David, saying, By the hand of my servant David I will save my people from the hand of the Philistines, and from the hand of all their enemies." Abner also spoke to Benjamin. And then Abner went to tell David at Hebron all that Israel and the whole house of Benjamin thought good to do. When Abner came with 20 men to David at Hebron, David made a feast for Abner and the men who were with him. And Abner said to David, "I will arise and go and will gather all Israel to my lord the king, that they may make a covenant with you, and that you may reign over all that your heart desires." So David sent Abner away, and he went in peace. Just then the servants of David arrived with Joab from a raid, bringing much spoil with them. But Abner was not with David at Hebron, for he had sent him away, and he had gone in peace. When Joab and all the army was with him, it was told Joab, "Abner the son of Ner came to the king, and he has let him go, and he has gone in peace." Then Joab went to the king and said, "What have you done? Behold, Abner came to you. Why is it that you have sent him away, so that he is gone? You know that Abner the son of Ner came to deceive you, and to know your going out and your coming in, and to know all that you are doing." When Joab came out from David's presence, he sent messengers after Abner. and they brought him back from the cistern of Sirah, but David did not know about it. And when Abner returned to Hebron, Joab took him aside into the midst of the gate to speak with him privately. And there he struck him in the stomach, so that he died, for the blood of Asahel, his brother. Afterward, when David heard of it, he said, I and my kingdom are forever guiltless before the Lord for the blood of Abner the son of Ner. May it fall upon the head of Joab and upon all his father's house, and may the house of Joab never be without one who has a discharge, or who is leprous, or who holds a spindle, or who falls by the sword, or who lacks bread. So Joab and Abishai his brother killed Abner, because he had put their brother Asahel to death at the battle at Gibeon. Then David said to Joab and to all the people who were with him, Tear your clothes and put on sackcloth and mourn before Abner. And King David followed the bier. They buried Abner in Hebron, and the king lifted up his voice and wept at the grave of Abner, and all the people wept. And the king lamented Abner, saying, Should Abner die as a fool dies? Your hands were not bound, your feet were not fettered. As one falls before the wicked, you have fallen. And all the people wept again over him. Then all the people came to persuade David to eat bread while it was yet day. But David swore, saying, God do so to me, and more also if I taste bread or anything else till the sun goes down. And all the people took notice of it, and it pleased them, as everything that the king did pleased all the people. So all the people and all Israel understood that day that it had not been the king's will to put to death Abner the son of Ner. And the king said to his servants, Do you not know that a prince and a great man has fallen this day in Israel? And I was gentle today, though anointed king. These men, the sons of Zeruiah, are more severe than I. The Lord repay the evildoer according to his wickedness. May God bless the reading of his word. Oh. Phantom Armor! Myths abound about armored phantoms that terrorized brave heroes. This piece looks just like the armor they supposedly wore. It's a rather rare find.
This is a sacred place. Once, Daruk suggested I recreate a ceremony believed to have been held here in the past. The knighting ceremony, for the one wielding the sword that seals the darkness. It did not go well. Obosa tells me I should look the knight in the eye, rather than looking at the sword. But whenever I try, I simply can't. Hero of Hyrule, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. You have shown unflinching bravery and skill in the face of darkness and adversity, and have proven yourself worthy of the blessings of the goddess Hylia. Whether skyward bound, adrift in time, or steeped in the glowing embers of twilight, the sacred blade is forever bound to the soul of the hero. We pray for your protection, and we hope that the two of you will grow stronger together as one. Forged in the long distant past, the sword
Gee, this is uplifting. She's making it sound like we already lost.
Wasn't this your idea? You're the one who wanted to designate the appointed knight with all the ceremonial pomp, grandeur, and nonsense we could muster. And if you ask me, the whole thing does seem to be overkill. I think I'm on the same page as the princess regarding this boy.
Oh, give it a rest. That boy is a living reminder of her own failures. Well, at least that's how the princess sees him.
See it. Oh, thanks. I'm gonna fly over everything because I don't want to deal with this. Central Square.
This is the center of Castle Town, otherwise known as Central Square. The fountain area is crowded with people and vendors. It's always so lively. The mood and sense here sometimes cause a wave of nostalgia in me, reminding me of the flower crown Mother bought me here when I was little. Hyrule Cathedral. When I was small, I used to imitate how Mother prayed when she came here. I should have watched her more closely. Or, no, perhaps instead, I must find my own prayer.